ホームコマンダーさんとの試合になります。今コメンタリーがまたアップデート、しょっちゅうアップデートなコメンタリー。面白いですね。招待から始めたいと思います。日本人リーグの方もそろそろ試合をする方というのが出てきまして、いよいよチーム人数で対戦。初戦ケンリーさんのインディアナポリスとの対戦です。まだちょっと日時決まってないので、決まればこちらに放送はしていきたいと思います。さあ、招待来たので始めましょう。昨日の試合は非常にチーフスのディフェンスがものすごかったですね。特にマンツーマンが、どうやってもセパレート取れないという非常に苦労した試合でありました。あんなに点数取られたら17初めてじゃないかな。ほとんどディフェンスで取られたわけですけど、ほぼワンポゼッション差の試合が続いてただけにね、残念でしたけども。この試合はね、もうちょっと引き締まった試合になればいいかなと思ってます。コマさんの方がちょっと試合をちゃんとね、こなしてる感じがあって、僕はちょっとね、まだいろいろ隙が多いかなという感じですね。もうちょっと練習しないと、うまくツボをつけてない感じがありますのでね。ということで今日はアローヘッド KC のアローヘッドで試合をやります。もうお互いもう17回10試合ぐらいやってるんですかね。なのでもうデータもかなり蓄積してるんで、読み合いもかなり熱いところですけど、今日風があんまりないな。キックはね、プレイザーじゃなくてあれなんだよな、マーティンがやってんだよな、本当は簡単。さあ、まずチャールズのランですね、パワーオフタックルをどうやって止めるかというところですが。あまり前に突っ込みすぎないように、であと外からかぶせて内側にランのルートを取らせるというですね、重要な。それをな確保できないのは残念ですね。
This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up second down. From the gun, here's Smith. Pressure, they got him again. Devin Taylor, and they're to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
インサイドのコーナーバックを強く処方 CB インサイドで、ケルシーとのマッチアップは一番危ないですからね。
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. Just beating the play clock. Smith finding time. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. Travis Kelsey, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away.
あれカスタムブックいじってるせいでおかしいんですね、サジェスションがリターンについては。
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Fielded at the 33. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return.
Partner, I know that Andy Reid is an offensive guy, but he's got to love what he's seeing from his defense. How about 8 takeaways against the Jets? 7 of them on defense, 1 of them with special teams, 6 interceptions. How about my man Derek Johnson? He rolled back the clock on that interception return for a touchdown, didn't he?
He did indeed. I just shot 8 turnovers. When I saw it at first, I just thought there's no way that can't be true.
And I don't know who's going to keep testing Marcus Peters on the corner, but you might want to give it a rest. His last 2 games, 2 interceptions in each game.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And on this offensive unit, one guy that's proven himself early in the NFL is Eric Ebron.
A very reliable target for a quarterback. They always love tight ends because they're right in their sight lines. If you get it to this guy, though, he can take it the distance.
In motion right is Tate. To throw is Stafford. Sliding out of the pocket to the right side to Eric Ebron. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's complete to Golden Tate. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Detroit.
That was a nice completion on an out route. And those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
ドロー、まあ LB 作るのことちょっと厳しいですけどね。
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
ファイヤー来そうな気がするな、これ。
They'll run it now out of the gun.
And
he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Now that was impressive by the defense. They just got hit for a big pass play, and instead of rushing out and getting back deep to cover, they played their techniques, saw the run develop, and ran to it and made the play.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. He's got time in the pocket.
Nice catch.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. And Quan Bolden from 21 yards away. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. And Mantro, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this, after that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
さあ、こっちのキックから始まったゲームで、
That's fielded in the end zone.
今タッチダウンこっちが取れてるってのは大きいですね。
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City.
いつもよりちょっとプレッシャーのオフェンスをしているのディフェンスですね。
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
Okay.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, here's Smith. Screen pass to Charles. And he lost the football. Charles loses it. The offense for the Detroit Lions returning to the field when you saw them in person in week 3 up in Green Bay. What did you make of them?
The offense is going to have to carry the defense for a little while, and they tried to do that in Green Bay. The defense has a number of injuries. You know, Ezekiel Ziggy Ansah did not play against Green Bay. They're thin in the linebacking core. But if you look at the offense and the weapons that they have and the way Matt Stafford is moving the ball around, they had an increased running game. They'd be awfully difficult to handle for a lot of teams.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Jones now in motion left. Here's Riddick. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
In motion left goes Jones. They'll try and run with their fullback. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Eric Berry's a textbook definition of ball-hawking safety. You name it, he can do it on the football field.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come up in an offset eye. Now the second-year man from South Dakota State at center. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Every snap, the defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board. But the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. A beautiful fake. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. They come up in an offset eye. On first down, it's Charles again. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to leverage guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's Smith now on second down.
Okay.
For Smith as he goes down.
ブリック直撃したかな今の。
From that outside linebacker spot, he's able to get in there for a loss of 9.
わこ。
こんばんは。こんばんはです。
Second down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. Out of the gun, Smith. And able to find Conley. And they're going to get this one all the way across the 45.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck
ディ
with
ープ
it.
じゃない
Weren't
指示をしとく
daunted
っていう
at
のも
all.
面白い
And
ですね。イン
picked
タ
it
ーセ
up.
プトするのも。
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first down carry here for Charles. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
しています。
To throw on second down is Smith. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
So a 3rd and 10 and defensive. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Throwing on third down, Smith to the right side, and he's got Macklin. Complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
ちょっとヘマをしないようにね、オフェンス組み立てたいですね。あと3分。ボールを渡さないだけでいいですからね。
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough. Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
いつでももう球変わっちゃいますね。気をつけたいところです。危ね。ギリギリでした。手前にリードしたのよ。一瞬後ろにステップ踏んだんで来ないと思ったんですけど、来ないっていうのはフラットの方に来ないいいんですけど、まあフラットでした今が危なかった。
And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Stafford on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
こまさんがマークしてたエルビがあえてスクリーンに反応した裏を狙ってました。あれ聞いてみないですね。一瞬の判断ですね。
Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on first down.
うわー、それ入ってくんだな今。ダメですね。一番やってはいけない感じになりました。最近あれなんだよね、このマークの受け渡しに隙がないんだよね、なんかわかんないけど。昔はね、ブリッツ来た時に一発タッチダウンのどっちかやると。タイミングが悪いのかな、もうちょっと待って投げるのが悪いのか難しいね。昔はね、マンブリッツに対してもすごく効果的なパスだったんですけど、最近なんかカットされたりそういうの多いですね。まあ今ベリー先生でした。よく分かんなかったですよね。
Taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They go back to Riddick. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On first down at Stafford. Chiefs are going to get him. Jay Howard coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
まあしょうがないですかね。
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On second down, here's Stafford. And it's started loose. It's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
カバーツないんですよね、なんて言ってるのは。リバイトあたり、まあ、セーフティーウェイトでもいいな。
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Play action. Stafford. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away.
Now
a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. The final shot here before break. Smith, he's got time. He's going to go deep for Conley. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Riddick with a carry.
うわー、71番、そのブロックはダメだ。アホやりましたね、今、ブロックが。最低ですね、今、ブロック。 うわ、あれ一発タッチなのはだって LB が2枚中入ってんだから。やらかしおったな。
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
Stafford now to throw. And he couldn't
わあ、落
hang
とした
on
し。
to it through the contact. Incomplete.
今リーフのブロックが全てですね。セカンドダウン。なぜ外に取りに行かなかったんだろう。
As he'll kick it away for the second time.
しい。
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jamal Charles. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Charles the lone setback. Here's Smith now on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. They come up in an offset eye. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles.
Very
and
nice.
He's going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, not long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. This is brought in at the 21. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a first down throw. And his his throw here's incomplete. Well, we have the chance. We have to discuss what young quarterbacks have done so far this season. Listen to this. Wentz, Simeon, Prescott, Garoppolo, Brissett, and Kessler combined 11-2 with a 15-3 touchdown to interception ratio. That's impressive.
I thought everyone keeps saying that playing quarterback is really tough to do in the NFL.
Those guys are proving them wrong.
Well, I think that what they're doing is they're taking advantage of their skill set, emphasizing what they do best, minimizing things for them, right, to avoid errors. But some of them continue to elevate their game, and Trevor Siemian comes to mind. How about his last performance? 4 touchdown passes, no interceptions.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. It's caught, left side, Bolden. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. It's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And the play clock's running down. 3rd and 2, Stafford.
Nice.
And incomplete. The
incomplete.
ball rolling free and brings up 4th down.
それも取れないかい。
But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
ちょっとドロップがちらちらっとね。
As he's on to punt for
イン
Detroit.
コンプリートか今のが。ミスカウントになりました。
So now a high kick trying to pin him back. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st and 10, Smith.
Yeah,
He's caught by Travis Kelce. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And there's a completion of Travis Kelce. I think he's starting to come into his own as a tight end and as a player. And that makes his quarterback out really happy.
上がっちゃいましたね。アンダーの指示出してたんだ。
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Smith will hand it off here to Charles. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Seven yards to go on 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Charles the lone setback. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
first down marker at the 31. It's third down. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
こっちのオフェンスはね、なかなかこうドロップがあったりとか、ミスがあったりとか、暴投があったりとか、ブロックミスとか暴投です。思ったように進まなくなってます。この中では早めになんとか変えないといけないと思います。
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
でっか、内側にブロックするんだったらちゃんとブロックしててくれ。急に外にリリースされると苦しいです。
And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They'll come out in the pistol. In motion right now, Bolden. Gonna give this time to yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3.
ドローかっていうぐらい押されてます。
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
ロイルが全然前に落ちてないから本当にパスブロックのドローみたいなブロックになってます。
Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11.
広すぎて。
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
なんか今日ダメだな、このボタン押しが。全然ですね。
And it's fielded at the 34. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
まあ勝てないな。当たり前だけど。たまに勝ててもいいと思うんだけど、球がいつになるんだろう。
And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down following the run. From the gun, here's Smith. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Even score late in the fourth. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. 3rd and 2, Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They come up in an offset eye. Stafford on 1st down. This is Reddick on the screen. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They go play action here on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Shreds the tackle, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. Now it's Stafford. Toward the center of the field. He was looking for Theo Riddick there. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Stays on his feet. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, "I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you."
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Stafford now to throw. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
さあ難しいですよね。この辺りからもう一回バック、このバックセールは使ってもいいかもしれないな。やっぱマンツーだとね、どうしてもバンチとかタイトじゃないとなかなか外れないですね。
Now Stafford. Caught by Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
どうするかな。フェードスマッシュ。フェードスマッシュで一気に入れるっちゃ入れるけどな。まあ、セカンドダウンの方が使いやすいんですよね。
Another pistol look here. Stafford. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Stafford, deep drop. And he can't come up with a pick.
コウさん粘ったな、奥で。
4th down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all.
いやー、うまいこと粘りましたね。
Hands, a little bit questionable.
50だからな、ちょっと時間使って、ちょっと可能性あると思いますね。いやー、粘りましたね、奥で。コン比べだったんですけどね。
Jim Caldwell is showing a little confidence in the offense, leaving him out there here on 4th down. On 4th down, Stafford surveying the field. This is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it all the way towards the end zone to give yourself a chance. Your time management sheet tells you with this amount left on the clock, you don't get cute and try and get 2 plays, because if you try that, that's all you're going to get is 1, and it won't be a 1 towards the end zone.
How will they handle it? Let's find out. Smith now to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other.
ブロッキングが綺麗に出てきましたね。
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in
いや今操作してた私のキャラというか LB はコンピューターに任せてたんですけど、すごい振られますね。やっぱあんなに振られるのか。ユーザーで補正しないとダメです。まあまあしょうがない。だけどカウンターあんな振られるんだな LB は。すっごい振られましたもんね。僕慌てて補正に行ったんですよね。
おつづら
お疲れ様でした。いい試合でした。これまたあれか飛ばせないパターンか。もう終わったか。いや最後のプレーから見ると、まああれは私はあれなんですけど、コンピューターに任せてたのが良くなかったかもしれない。すごい多分振られたんですよこっちに。これ振られすぎだよ、いくらなんでも。でもこれなんですよね、これがもう全てなんですよね、これだけ振られたのは。難しいとこなんですけどね、やっぱりコンピューターに任せるとここまで振られるんだな。特にスタントしてたわけでもないので、ストロングサイドにガチガチに振ってたわけじゃないんですけど、LB じゃない、ラインをストロングサイドにずらしただけなんですけど、まあすごい振られましたねこれ。もうユーザーで慌てて切り返した時はもう遅い。だからまあこれ
最後は凄まじく開いたね。
もう今解説してる通りですね。なるほどなるほどというか、これはあれですね、多分 LB の能力がすごい低いんですよね多分。しかもこれ新人
本来は C マークの選手が止めるんだろうな。
いやこれはもうデプスをこの後変えないと同じ問題が起こりそうな気がしますね。多分アウェアネスとかなんだっけ PRC だっけプレイリ
コグニションの能力だね。
でしょうな、こんなに振られるのは。これこんな振られてないとここで多分タックルいけてるんですよね、少なくても。なるほどね、この選手オーバルが多分60いくつなんだよな。あれこっちこの新人だっけな。ちょっと僕もあんまりしてないところリアルでは出てきてないと思うけど、まあそういうことなんでしょうね。いやこの辺がやっぱり難しいところだな。普段4-3で LB は3枚しか出さないんで、4-4にすると4枚目じゃねえや、マイクの2枚目出てくるんですよね。マイクというかこれだと別の呼び名になるんでしょうけど、 MLB の2枚目が弱いんですよね。そうか、そういうとこがやっぱり致命的なことになるのか。やっぱりもう奥が深い。フロントはね4枚いつもの4枚なんですけど、あとのね3枚はまあバンノイはそうでもないけど、ホワイトヘッドとかレビーは結構一級品ですので。
最後はともかく駆け引きビンビンで面白かった。
面白かったですね最後の方は。これなんかどうなんだろうな、位置的な問題もありますけど、このレビーに比べてやっぱかなり振られている度合いが違う気がしますね、この選手と比べて。まあ役割が違うんで一概に言えないんですけど、なるほどね、そういうところがやっぱり影響してくるのかな。まあ、最初のドライブ以外はライオンズは本当になんかラインがなんか肝心のところで崩壊したりとか、ランでね、あとはまあドロップがあったりとかで進まなかったですね。エリック・フィッシャーファンブルですか。まあアンサーは今日良かったですけどね。 これダブル A ギャップのブリッツなんで、まあ誰かが行かないと6対5になるんです。これちょっと投げるのは難しいかもしれないです。
ほとんどリプレイがない。
いやー、これだけ濃い試合もう全プレーね、一個一個最初から解説してもいいぐらいなんだけど、これよく取ったな、ボールで。あえて奥を狙ったと、まあ結果的に良かったんですけど、結構な疲れててはいたんですけどね。これどっちかというとテイトの方が安全なんですけどね。ちょっと奥を狙ったのは、まあ、手前に若干リードして投げてるんですよね、これも。だから前もあったと思いますけど、体をちゃんとディフェンスの間に入れて取りに行ってるんで、かっこいいな、こういうのが。いや、前半は本当にね、ここまで100点の出来だったんですけど、これもちゃんと放送でスクリーンに警戒しますと宣言してから行ったんで、やっぱり反応が早かったですよ。まあ逆に言って読んでないと止まんないんだよね。これはしょうがないのかな。まあちょっとブロッキングは良くないっちゃ良くないですね。
宣言、あら、熱いな。
そう宣言してスクリーン警戒するとか言ってやってましたね。これはねじ込みたいんですけどね、やっぱり押せてないんだよな、この辺りが。押せてないからなんかぐっちゃぐちゃになってて、多分一人ねブロッキングしてない選手がいると思うんだよね、この場合。46番とかフルバックとかもね、なんか押せてないし、71番も結局なんか仕事してないですよね。多分これ46が取りに行かないといけないと思うんだよな、フルバックが。でこれまあセンターはここを取りに行って、そこの間をまあセンターの後ろなんでフルバックがついてって、この飛び込んできたこの選手本当はブロックしなきゃいけないですね。けど結局71番がここで負けちゃってるんで、フルバックがそこを止めに行って、まあ奥を止められなかったんで出なかったんですよね。やっぱり出ないんでね、ちゃんと理由がありますよね。まあさっきのもそうですし、サードダウンでね結構リーフが漏らしたやつとかもありましたしね。なかなかね、これは別にあれかな、コミットしてないやつかな。コミットして潰しに行ったのもありましたね。これは多分普通にレビーが頑張ったみたいです。まあ、こういうとこもあれなんでしょうね、やっぱりベテランだから釣られないんでしょうね。これまあプレイアクションの能力とか QB のそういうのもこの辺出てくるんだと思います。アレックス・スミスがどうかっていうのはちょっと知らないですが、これはまあレビーの個人技ですかね。これやっぱりな、カムバックとかは積極的に止めに行った方がいいですよね。
コンピューター守備はプレイリコグニション大事そうだな。
そうですよね。ここはねカバー3で守るの結構ブリッツ入ると厳しいんですよね。まあ中1人と外で、中の選手はまあこっちに釣られるんで、ここはもう1対2になるんですよね。カムバックだとこっちが23番はこっちに反応すれば内側に多分クイックヒットすればいいですからね。 で多分ちょっとでもね縦にこっちに反応しちゃうとこっちはもう間に合わないですよね。急いでいってもね。なんでこの辺はちょっとプレーコール的に考えないといけない。まあだから正解はこれ真ん中のゾーンを2人にする普通のカバー3が一番いいんでしょうね。でまあコンピューターにこっちは任せるっつってもな、ここについていったりするからな、難しいとこですけどね。普通にシームフラットとかそんなんじゃなくても多少はなんか反応するんだよな、多分こっち。なのでまあこの選手をこう真ん中を守る選手が見るしかないですね。でもこっちはもう全力でこっちに行くぐらいの感じで行くか、まああとはタイトのマンツーとかでやるしかないですかね。これはあれだ、危なかったやつだ。難しいよな、こういう動き。なんか一瞬ね、これ実況の時も言ったんですけど、一瞬こうなんかあれ縦にこう後ろに下がるのかと思っちゃうんですよね。これまたすぐ戻ってくるんで危なかったな。これちょっとしたところで逆にあれ細かいところを見て投げると危なかったりするんですかね。難しいところですけど、
ハードフラットなんだよね。
ね、これなんかハードフラットって出てましたね、カバー3。ハードフラットはね、スマッシュパターンとか来た時に死にますけど、これはこれでやっぱりね、混ぜると怖いですね。結構騙されやすいのがハードフラット。動きがちょっと、なんというかな、不安定という言い方はあれですけど、読みづらいですよね。これはもう最初からタイトエンドを
このスクリーンスカシ最高だったな。
これはもうある意味狙ってるパターンですよ。縦2枚いってるんで、もうダメならすぐ投げるんですけど、こっちにもボタンに手をかけてるのでギリギリなんですよね。けどスクリーンだから、前はこれやろうとしてサックになりましたから。これがね、最近ダメになってきたパターンだな。これマンブリッツにはね、非常に有効なパスだったんですけど、すごい速いなこんだけセパレートなんですよね、ここの段階では。だからこれはどうなんだろうな。左右でなんかちょっと違う気がするんだけどな、モーションが。そりゃそっか、右投げ左投げがあるから。こっちに投げるとき多少遅い気がするんですよね。体が開いてるっていうのもあるかな。これは結構鉄板プレーだったんで、ちょっとプラクティスでこれは要検証しとかないとまた事故るわ。このフェイクレシーバークイック。バンブリッツに対して一発タッチダウンの可能性を秘めるプレーとしてコールをしたんですけどね、これ。また投げるけど、これ以上早く投げられないよな。投げ方もなんかあるかもしれないですけどね。あとはこれをキャンセルするかなんかすればいいのかもしれないです。まあちょっと要検証ということですね。これはなんだ、ただのフルバックダイブか。
ベリー先生アンダーニース指示だからすれ違ったら死亡だね。
ああ、そうなんですね。ああ、アンダーニースか。すごい勢いできたもんな、ベリー先生。あれちょっと検証してから使う。これもあれなんだよね。ちょっと欲を書いて待っちゃってるパターンなんだよな。まあ欲を書いてとか4人しかラッシュ来てないから別に待つんですけど、ライトガードがこれは一応ね、ファーストリードというかブリッツ来た時にはここに投げるんですけどね、来てないんで当然ここをとりあえず無視して、あとはこれはカバーバスターなのかな。こっちねちょっと投げようとしたんですけど、ここのユーザーの選手が確かいたから、こっちのこれですね、これが空いたから投げようと思った瞬間にサックされちゃいましたけど、もうちょっとけど早く投げれたか、もうちょっと早く投げたらよかったかもしれない。一応スローイングのモーションには入ってるんですけどね、もうコンマ1秒遅かったという。まあこの辺りでボタンを押しとけば投げられたかもしれないですね。まあ本当に細かいところですけども、まあこれも多分フラットの指示は言ってると思うんですけどね、この選手は。まあこれをね、X スポットはここで団子になっちゃうっていうのが一つですから、まあマンツーとかだとここでマンカバー外れたりしますけど、まあこっちでもよかったかな。これはレベよく止めたな。ギャップに一発で飛び込みましたね。これはフルバックダメだな。オールフルバックそのままブロックしとればなんとかなったかもしれないのに、どうしたこっちが気になったのかな。この選手は何なんだこの動きは。ちょっとフルバックのブロックが謎ですね。これはアンダーの指示を入れてたんだよな。でもこれ前も見せたんですけど、これだ、この59番、これ普段ミドルリードなんですよね。これアンダーの指示をすると多分前に反応するんで、後ろはマニュアルでカバーしなきゃいけないんですよ、これどっちかというと。それをなんかアンダーに張り付いちゃったおかげで3枚ともこう手前を見てしまったんで後ろが空いたんですよね。まあ細かいとこですけどね。これアンダーの指示をした時はミドルリードが、ね、前に当然アンダーに反応するんで、後ろはマニュアルでなるべくケアしてあげないとカバー2の急所を突かれることになります。かったと思うんだけど、まあでもこれはうまいことやられてるとしか言いようがない。まあブロックもねいいですね。これちょっとワンタッチしてるんだよな、この選手は。それで追いつけなかったところもあると思いますけど、ほんと一発になりかけたやつなので、リプレイがね少なすぎてダメだな、本当に。 このサードダウンの、ね、やつとかな、サードダウンは結構面白かったんですけどね、今回は。ほとんどなんか、まあこれでバリエーションも。これは別にしょうがない。
最後のドライブ熱かったのに、わら。
そうだよ、そうそう。最後のここがね、時間の使い方も含めてね、一応反撃をさせないでこの辺だけは時間を使ったんだよな、ここは。まあね、この辺はテイトのサードダウンのやつとかもなんとか更新するっていうのはギリギリ倒れ込んで、まあアーカイブで見るしかないんですけどね。このサード&ワンとかもね、熱いところでした。まあなんか重要なところがリプレイされてないという感じがしますけど、まあけどいい試合でした。かなり面白かったですね。こうリプレイしてない中でも、
アーカイブで楽しみます。
そうですね、もうアーカイブの 1時間喋ってもいいんだけど見ながら本当にプレイアクションをこうブリッツで潰したのも
ありがとうございました。
楽しかったんですけどね。いや、こちらこそありがとうございました。では見てくれた方もありがとうございます。お疲れ様です。